Been a long time since I did a video, and camping season is back upon us. So we went camping. Here's the camper, solar panels. Went to Boggy Point, a local area that has free camping. Went Friday after work. Every single spot was full. So we drove around and looked on the satellite on Google Maps and saw this little area, which I'll show you. The sunrise is coming up. Very rough roads. You can see there are a couple of boat launches here where people keep their boats, which this is primarily for, but there were no signs that said no overnight camping. So we stayed. I thought perhaps this road on the satellite could end up being a place to camp down this little trail here, but yeah, it's very rough, not a level spot over there. We did drive across it, and that road up there, I don't know if you can see it, is our exit plan. We're going to drive up that road. I'm going to walk it later. It's about 7 o'clock in the morning right now, so I'm going to walk up this thing later and make sure it looks passable by the RV. Looks like it gets kind of steep down there at the end. I don't know. It wasn't too bad getting in. But yeah, this is the most primitive of primitive camping we've done so far. Everything else has been in a designated campground, even if it had no hookups or anything. But I'll try to... Yeah, sunrise came up perfect. I totally just set these panels up last night. It was dark when we got here, and I could see where the North Star was, and I said, well, the sun's going to come up over there, so I set up the panels. And yeah, it came out perfect. You get behind the panels, and the sun came right up in that valley. And it should come up this way, up into there. And I'll move them. That's why we have... Did want to show you this. Kelly's still sleeping, so I'm trying to be quiet. Inside there, I now have 4 golf cart batteries. They're 6 volts each. So I got 2 running series to make 12 volts. And then 2 run-in series to make 12 volts, and then paralleled those. So 4 batteries. As you can see, I'll zoom in. I had to put those straps on to hold the door on because the door won't quite latch with all 4 batteries in there. It's not quite made for that many batteries, but they're in there, and those straps are holding the door in and everything's secure. But batteries are much better than those cheapos from Walmart, and I actually got them for $100 a piece, which was only about 12 bucks more than the ones from Walmart. So we spent $400 on batteries, but got, 4 times or more the capacity. Every morning when we get up now, we've used less, they're at 90% with running our bedroom off grid. And yeah, so before they would be down to, the old batteries were down to 60%, sometimes 50%. Now we're at 90%. And actually we have overkill with the solar, because by about 9 in the morning, the batteries are completely charged. Let this guy go by. Doing some fishing. Heard quite a few boats this morning. With the battery upgrade, I also have upgraded our charge controller to an MPPT charge controller. And now the 3 panels, and I have 4 at the house, but I only brought 3 on this camping trip. They are now running series. So this one plugs into this one plugs into this one, and then the 2 outside ones go into the camper via those cables there. So the voltage gets, so we got 12 volts, 24 volts, 36 volts. And then the MPPT charge controller can convert that into the 12 volts that the batteries need and higher amps, which makes a huge difference in, you know, early morning sun and later in the afternoon in cloudy weather, because even though I say 12 12 12, you're actually going to get about 18 volts when you're charging, but in cloudy conditions you may not get that much, and you need a good 14 volts to put some charge into the batteries by running them in series. Now I'm running, you know, at 18. We're at almost 60 volts right there, about 54 or whatever. And with the conversion, it can make usable amps, even if, you know, today it's sunny, but even if it's cloudy, if each panel's only putting out 10 volts, now you got 30 volts. That's something you can work with. So we also did that, which makes a big difference in our ability to charge the batteries. So just wanted to mention that. But yeah, so we made a huge improvement on our battery capacity. We still run our bedroom off-grid when we're not camping, off of those batteries. And but yeah, we are out here primitive camping, as primitive as it gets. Got our little chairs out there from last night. I don't know if they mow this or what, but this area, not so much. But alright, I'm going to take a little walk around here, take some scenery stuff. So anyway, that was just a quick update, and I'll let you know the bigger update when we get back home. So quick, for those of you that are not familiar with the area, when I say we're at Boggy, Boggy Point is a free campground on North Fork Lake in northern Arkansas, north central Arkansas. It is a man-made lake. There's a dam on the river, and they just kind of flooded these hills and valleys. These out here are actually, this one here and this over here, there are a couple of islands. The waterway here goes through there, and then down there this goes around and meets up with it. Same with that one. This little piece of land right here, the waterway over here, goes around and meets up over here. That would be a fun little tent camping expedition. Park over here, take a boat across over there and tent camp on that little island. A lot of trees on that little guy. Anyway, yeah, this is North Fork Lake, man-made lake, north central Arkansas. I don't know how big it is or how deep it is or any of that, but a lot of people fish out here. I fish, I just don't catch anything, so I don't fish often. That's what happens when you're raised in Phoenix, maybe. I don't know. Alright. So, for now, have a great day. Rocket stove marshmallow roasting. You know it. Oh, can't film and roast marshmallows so good.